I'm going to tell you something right now, and I need you to listen with your whole heart, not just your ears, because what I'm about to say is going to feel like someone opened a door to a room in your soul you've been pretending doesn't exist. You've been praying for something. I don't know what it is. A healing, a door to open, a person to come back, a situation to turn around. But I know you've been praying, and I know that somewhere, deep in the quietest part of your nights, you've wondered if anyone is actually listening. You've lain awake at 3 a.m., staring at the ceiling, feeling the weight of years that have stacked up on your shoulders. You've lost people you thought would always be here. You've watched dreams you held in your 20s quietly fade into something you don't talk about anymore. And maybe, there are mornings when you wake up and the first feeling that hits you isn't gratitude. It's tiredness. Not the kind that sleep fixes. The kind that lives in your spirit. I know that. And I also know something else. You haven't stopped praying. Even when your faith felt like a thread thinner than air, you didn't let go. Even when the silence from heaven felt louder than any answer, you still whispered. You still folded your hands. You still said, "Lord, please." And that stubborn, beautiful refusal to stop talking to God, that is exactly why you're here right now, reading these words. Because something brought you here. Something made you click. And whether you call it coincidence or calling, I believe nothing in your life has been accidental. Not one single tear. There's something ancient I want to share with you tonight. Something that has been whispered in the darkest hour by people who were desperate and holy at the same time. It begins with a truth so simple, it almost feels too easy. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. Those aren't just words. They're a place, a dwelling, a home you can step into when the world outside has become too loud, too cold, too uncertain. You see, the miracle you need tonight isn't something God is withholding from you. It's something He's been trying to hand you, but your hands have been clenched so tight around your fear that you can't receive it. And I understand that. When you've been hurt enough, when you've been disappointed enough, your hands close, your heart closes. You learn to expect less so that less can hurt you. But tonight is different. Tonight, something is going to shift. Not because I'm special, not because these words are magic, but because the one who made you has been waiting for this exact moment, this exact willingness, this exact crack in the wall you've built around yourself. I said I was going to tell you something. Here it is. The prayer that changes everything isn't the one where you list everything you want. It's the one where you finally, completely surrender everything you're holding. And I'm going to walk you through it, step by step, breath by breath, until something inside you that has been locked for years finally clicks open. But first, I need you to understand something about what you're carrying. It's heavier than you think, and it's not what you think it is. Let me tell you what you're actually carrying, because I promised I would. And I don't break promises, not to you. You think the heaviest thing you carry is the situation you're praying about, the diagnosis, the financial pressure, the child who won't call, the marriage that went cold so slowly you didn't notice until you were sleeping in the same bed, but living in different worlds. You think that's the weight. It's not. The heaviest thing you carry is the story you tell yourself about why God hasn't answered yet. That story, the one that whispers maybe you don't deserve it, or maybe you didn't pray hard enough, or the cruelest one of all, maybe He's tired of hearing from you. That story is heavier than any circumstance, because a circumstance can change in a single moment. But a story you've been telling yourself for years, that builds walls, brick by brick, prayer by unanswered prayer, until you're kneeling in a house with no windows and wondering why the light never comes in. I want you to think about a garden right now, not a grand manicured estate, just a small patch of earth behind a house where someone once planted seeds in faith. Winter came. The frost killed everything visible. To anyone walking by, that garden was dead, finished. But underneath the frozen surface, in the dark where no one could see, roots were still holding on. Still, there's a prayer that has been sitting in your heart for so long that you've almost forgotten it's there. I said that at the end of the last block, and I meant it. Because here's what happens when you've been praying for years. The words start to lose their edges. You say them the way you say your own name, automatically, without feeling the weight of what they actually mean. And God, listen to me, God is not offended by that. He's not sitting somewhere frustrated because your prayers have gone stale. He's a father watching a child fall asleep mid-sentence, still holding the phone, still trying to say what matters. He hears the heart behind the words, even when the words have gone thin. But something shifts, and I want you to feel this, not just hear it. I told you the key doesn't look like what you think. So let me show you what it actually looks like. The key is a question. One single question that has been buried under years of prayers, where you did all the talking and none of the listening. And the question is this: what if the miracle you've been begging God for is not something He's going to do, but something He's already done, and you simply haven't recognized it yet? I know. That's not what you want to hear. You want the answer to drop from the sky, like rain on dry ground. You want the phone call, the test result, the change, the restoration, right now, tonight, before you close your eyes. And I'm not dismissing that. God does drop miracles from the sky. He does. But more often, far more often, the miracle is already in the room. It's been in, and here is what I mean by receiving. Not begging, not bargaining, not reminding God as though He forgot. Receiving is opening your hands and saying, I trust that you have been working in the spaces I cannot see, and I am ready for whatever you've prepared, even if it doesn't look like what I imagined. If you're still here with me right now, and I know you are because this isn't the kind of video someone clicks on by accident and watches to this point, you are exactly the kind of person I wanted to reach. Not the one looking for quick answers. The one who has walked long enough to know that the deepest things in life don't come easy. So I'm asking you, subscribe to this channel. Come back tomorrow. Come back the day after, because what we're doing here isn't content. It's a daily walk, and I want you walking with us. There are people in this community who understand exactly where you are, and you were never meant to carry this alone. You know, there's something about being past 50 that nobody warns you about when you're younger. You start to recognize that certain things, real things, the kind that hold a life together, can only be seen with time. Faith is one of them. When you're 20, faith is a fire. When you're 50, faith is an ember. And an ember doesn't look like much, but an ember, tended with breath and patience, can reignite an entire forest. So tend the ember, tonight, right now, because what I'm about to share with you in these final moments is the prayer, the exact prayer that brings everything together. Every image, the river has reached the sea. You feel it, don't you? That quiet settling, like a held breath finally being released. That's not coincidence. That's not emotion. That's recognition. Something in you just shifted, and you can't unshift it. Here is where every thread we've been weaving tonight comes together. The garden that survived the winter. It was never about the frost. It was about the roots that refused to let go. The door behind the wall. It was never hidden. You just couldn't see it while your hands were busy holding the wall together. The river that bent and curved and sometimes seemed to go the wrong direction. It was never lost. It was following a path only the one who made the river could see. And the key, that question I told you about. What if the miracle is not something God is going to do, but something He's already done? It wasn't a question. It was a mirror. Because when you stop begging for what you think you need and start looking at what He's already placed in your hands, the strength that carried you through the hardest years, the peace that showed up uninvited on mornings you expected to break, the people He sent quietly, unannounced, exactly when you needed them, you realize the miracle has been there the whole time. You were praying for rain while standing in a river. So here is the prayer, not a new prayer, the oldest one, the one your heart has been trying to pray all along. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. That's not a verse. That's a home, a place you can step into tonight, right now, with your hands open and your heart unclenched. Dwell there, not visit. Dwell now. If something in this video moved you, if you felt even a crack of light where there was wall, do something with it. Follow this channel, come back tomorrow, and share this with 5 people you know who are lying awake tonight, praying into the silence. Leave a comment, not about what you think, but about what you felt. And if there's something you're carrying that you need me to talk about next, tell me. I read every single word. You are not forgotten. You never were. The winter is over. The garden is already blooming. Close your eyes. Open your hands. Say it. He is my refuge. And then rest.